didn't address the vlog like at all, but we are off to B&M and Tesco, and we're going to pick some things up for my Heart-Aversary party. It has been 20 years and it's kind of a big deal. There's like 20 people coming, so yeah, join us for the day. We have some of the items, but not all of them. He's losing the tickets. Hi everyone! I don't think I've picked up the camera in a little while, but you know what? I'm kind of enjoying how this is going for the channel, like just like the occasional check-in, some block sections of vlog. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content of the Heart-Aversary. I had an amazing time. It's been a week now since the Heart-Aversary, and tonight I have something to do, but today we are working on data analysis. I have to analyze a bunch of data for my dissertation. All the data came through over Christmas, but unfortunately I was employed and then I was also working on coursework and exams, so I didn't get onto it. I have so much to do for the data and I have a week to get it done, not because I've left it this late, but because I've only just had it explained to me. I'm maybe not the strongest when it comes to data analysis. I never have been, but that isn't going to stop me trying to figure it out with you guys, and you guys can join me for the journey. It's time to work on the data stuff. So I think while I get myself set up, I'm going to attach the mic and you guys can hear what I have to say and we can chat through it. And then eventually I will probably throw you on in the background while I get on and put some headphones in and get on with stuff. But this is going to be a challenge. I'm not great at data. So join me. I also have to teach myself RStudio. What evil. Also, don't ask me how I've gotten 3 years into a degree in STEM and not managed to fully wrap my head around RStudio. That's none of your business. I need to find the email from my supervisor. Have I already put that in the Notion? I love Notion, guys. Like, Notion has become my place to get all this done. Like, my dissertation's done in Notion. I do most of my social media in Notion, most of the Swing Dance Society stuff in Notion. Just, it's beautiful. April. Oh, okay. I thought it was due in March. Okay. Work. I have more time than I thought. Than I was. Okay. But we are already halfway through February, so like, that's not amazing. Okay. Okay. How many rows of data are there? Oh, wow. We're now down 680 at least. Okay, I've put everything together, and now I have to delete every row where the genotype is blank. I couldn't make the data work for love nor money. I started at like 1-ish. It's now 4:30, and I am no further than I was. So I fell at the first hurdle. I wouldn't be surprised if Excel is just like not that functional on this laptop, which would be so annoying because I want to do my diss from my laptop. I don't want to have to go in to set up a huge uni computer just to be able to do it, but I mean, needs must when the devil drives. He has put the pedal to the metal with this piece. I'm so annoyed. I blocked out all of Friday to get it done, but I think I'm gonna have to do some tomorrow and the day after. So for now, I'm gonna go make dinner, and I will talk to you guys next time I see you. And I don't know when that will be. Welcome to hell. I didn't realize I didn't have a lecture today at 3 o'clock. I am not the smartest person on the planet. I thought I had a lecture, go all the way to the lecture after being on the Sutton Bonington campus to learn how to do my data, and immediately it's like, oh, go back, go to the lecture hall. I'm like, where are my friends? I check the timetable, there's no lecture. So I walked all the way to the main campus for nothing, but it's fine. I'm halfway through the data so far, which is good. I've just done the standard deviation for it. much less stressed than I was the other day. Tonight we're doing fan painting at Swing Dance, which is going to be fun. I can bring you along for that one because obviously I'm not having to film anyone else. So it's going to be a little fan painting social. It's going to be so fun. But for now, I'm yapping to you about my final dissertation. Got the two colours. It's very pretty. I've made it pretty at least. Join me for a little bit while I do this. Look, I have my little iced coffee on the go, and then I will probably have my dinner. I've meal prepped for the week, and then get on with the going to the fan painting social later today. So yeah, join me. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I've had a slow start to my morning, as I do most mornings, to be fair, and I am going to get on with the data. I'm hoping in the next hour and a half, I actually have gotten to the point where all of the graphs are done, their standard error is added, and maybe I can start doing some statistical testing. I literally have today and tomorrow to get this done. So let's actually get through it and see how we feel. I didn't really film much else today, but I'm off to bed now and I will see you guys in the morning. Tomorrow is the first day of Lent, it's Ash Wednesday, which means I'm fasting. So it's going to be a good day. I'm going to really kind of be intentional with a lot of the things I do. I'm going to try to get back on the task of vlogging because the day's going to be quite structured because I'm going to use structure to help me kind of make the most of fasting and ensuring that I'm doing it for the right reasons and I'm not doing it as some sort of weird Christian endurance test. I'm doing it because I want to actually fast and kind of replace that time in the day with intentional things like prayer and journaling. Even if you're not religious, I think you might enjoy the rest of the vlog because I'm going to be just kind of having a good mindful chillax day. I'm going to try not to flood it too much with the overly religious stuff because I know not everyone is down with that, and as much as I can say, oh, it's my channel, go if you're not into it, I completely understand. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Good morning. It is the first day of Lent and I have kind of sat and chilled for the first little bit of the morning as opposed to doing breakfast. I'm going to get changed and then get ready for my lecture, which is online, and then after that I'll do a bunch of work.
Humanity and of God's care for us as
Okay, I have gotten ready for the day. I'm sure you saw I have done my lecture. It's now like 2:30-ish, so I've not really done much to be honest. I've just kind of gone through the slides and paid attention. It was a long lecture. And now I'm going to get on and do this data. This is the last day I possibly have to run an ANOVA, and then I also have to do another kind of test. I think it requires a different style of program. So we'll do that. So join me for that. And then maybe I'll do some Bible study before the end of the day. I need to run down to the post room when they finally get my new Rosary beads because I have to go pick those up, do some prayer, whatnot. I get to breakfast at I think 6-ish, like when the sun's gone down. And I'm just gonna have like a really small bowl of couscous because again, like you can't really have meat or anything, and I'm saving my fish for later in the week so that I can do fish on Fridays, which is what you're meant to do during the whole of Lent. You're meant to only eat fish, and you're kind of meant to treat all your Fridays as a day of abstinence, not the exact same way that I'm doing it now, which is a full fast. But I really want my fasting to be intentional today. I don't want it to just be like, oh, I happen to be fasting. Like I did the mass this morning online, and I'm very much trying to think about why am I doing this? So yeah, sorry to get very religious up on here. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. Well, I'm not apologizing for my religion per se, but I'm more like, I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea. It's not why you're here. I'm also trying to, as my Lent this year, I'm curbing reality TV. Like, I'm trying not to watch any reality TV or any drama channels on YouTube and things like that. I don't know how much I can avoid via like Instagram and stuff and Reels. You can't really control that, like, if it shows you some drama that's going on. But I've been really into drama channels and gossip channels and lots of like reality TV right now, and I can tell it's having like a negative impact on how I kind of view situations, how I view things, like what I'm excited to listen to and read and watch. Like, I shouldn't really be that into gossip and drama and things that are just negative. Like, reality TV is designed to like get in your head and make you like the worst, most kind of like worst, most judgmental version of yourself, I think, in my mind. And I have been known to make it my guilty pleasure. Things like Love Island, Temptation Island, like all of these really bad ones where intentionally the whole premise is like, we're going to put these people in a very exploitative, upsetting, place, and we're going to try and evoke like the worst emotions they could have, and you're going to sit and enjoy it. There's no diss to anyone that does enjoy reality TV. The reason I'm giving it up is because I enjoy it so much. But I like, it's not good for me in the long run. I know that. I'm a very sensitive person as well. Like, it's very easy for me to get like rage baited. So why would I keep putting myself in positions to watch essentially just like the genre of TV that is rage bait? And watching YouTube videos that are essentially just like watching people that would rage bait me. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to avoid like commentary YouTubers where they're like bringing up drama. Obviously, this doesn't mean I'm going to avoid like the real world, if you know what I mean. Like, drama doesn't involve talking about things like what's currently going on with the state of the world and things like ICE and the fact that ICE are ripping people from their homes. That's news. That's news. I'm not going to abstain from the news, but like actual gossip that is bad for me and harmful, I'm going to do my best to blatantly avoid for the next 40 days and then see if I come out of it any better. Like, do I miss reality TV? It's one of my big, like, little guilty pleasures. Like, am I going to be not worse off, but am I going to feel like I've had less fun with it? Is it going to be easy? Maybe it felt quite hard because I went onto YouTube after my lecture to watch something fun. And then I was like going through it and I was a bit like, all of these recommended videos are about like some drama that's going on with this brand or that YouTuber or that TikToker. There is so much I can't watch right now. So I thought it was going to be a really easy one. I was like, oh, is this a cop out? Is this a cop out Lent choice? But no, already I can tell it's not. I tried giving up swearing for the last 2 years and it didn't work very well. So other than that little chat about what's going on, I think I'm going to get right into this data because I need it to get done. So join me for a little bit while I do that. I have done all that I can do today. The data is as analyzed as it's going to be for today. I have prepped for the coursework season ahead. And let me close this door. Woo! The next thing I have to do is run to the post room, but I'm 50-50 on going to the post room or doing my dishes. I don't want to do my dishes too close to eating. I don't know why. It's just an urge within me today. I don't have too long, to be honest. It's literally gone. It's 4:45, so I only have kind of an hour. I mean, the sun's setting quite slow, so again, people tend to say you tend to break fast after sunset, so I have to wait for sunset. But it's taking a minute to get here. So let's get dishwashing. Dinner is on the go. I have 3 imitation crab sticks. I have couscous, but I decided to use like a chicken, like a stock cube. I actually think it's vegetable stock and not chicken stock. No, it is chicken stock. Use chicken stock, and then I like seasoned it and put it in the cup. Let that happen, and then use that instead of just directly boiling water into it. But obviously I had a little bit left because I used too much. So I mean, I guess I can drink this. Like this, it's fine to drink that kind of stuff, isn't it? So I mean, I guess that would be good for me. It tastes nice, and I reckon it's going to be good for me and my soul. I thought my meeting with my dissertation supervisor was at 12. So I was fully ready to just like be ready for 12. I'd just gotten out of the shower. My hair was still damp. And then he calls me at 10. because apparently our meeting was at 10 and not 12, and I'm maybe not the best at remembering things. Sorry, that was the fire alarm. I really don't like it. I've done that call and we planned out the rest of my dissertation. I am so, so happy with how we figured it out. I've picked 3 genotypes out of the 30 that I've studied. I've looked at their root architecture already. So now what I'm going to do is take the 3 that I think are most interesting and start looking at their cellular structures using slices and like a confocal microscope, and essentially being like, okay, is the cellular structure that like matching all of the patterns we're seeing in the root structure? So if the roots are really long, surely that means that the whole plant and the inside of the plant is also going to be adapted to water uptake, because that's why it would have long roots. I still have a bunch of stats tests to do on the data. As you saw last night, I was having a little mentee bee over the stats test. I'm going to try my best, but I can do a lot of writing up now. I still have 3,000 words left of the dissertation to write, but I have more than enough time to do it. So I think today I'm going to go out to town and get a little pastry to feel like I'm having a good day, because I haven't left the house in 2 days really, and I fasted all of yesterday, and I kind of want to get a little treat, and I want an excuse to go into town and just have a little walk in. I have to go into town anyway. I've got to do some washing today. I've got the full day to get those chores done. And I'm also going to, when I can, really lock in and see how much dissertation stuff I can finish. Also, there's another reason I'm going to get a pastry, and that is because Andrew Mountbatten Windsor has been arrested. I don't normally revel in other people's misery, but this feels like a cause for celebration. I feel like today needs to be treated like a bank holiday. I feel very, 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 very strongly about Andrew and everyone that were found in everything he's been found out for. I'm really trying not to have this video like shadow banned, where they essentially just are like, oh, you said a bad word. Well, as much as I do want to talk about the issue at hand, I can't, because like they'll scrap the video. So I need you to understand. Do you see what I'm putting out? I don't talk about politics a lot on this channel, which I feel like is kind of a personal failing. I'm a very political person inherently. I talk a lot about politics in my personal life, and this channel is my personal life, so I'm surprised I've not brought up my views a lot more. I'm hoping my opinions are pretty obvious, because I am both a Christian and I'm studying an environmental degree, and I'm hoping that lends itself to who I am as a person. But also I understand it might be difficult to decipher, so I just want to make it clear here and now on my channel. I'm going to try not to do it too much, because I do want my channel to be a safe space. I don't want people to feel like they have to come here and hear about the worst and the worst that's going on in the world. But also I understand that you wouldn't need a safe space if the world wasn't falling to pieces around us for lots of different reasons, and I can't just be ignorant to that, or else I remain complicit. So that's what I got to say on that front about why I don't really talk about politics, but why I would love to talk about it more. I'd love to share my opinions more, but sometimes I just don't. I think sometimes it doesn't come up. This isn't the platform for it. But again, you cannot be an apolitical person and be a good person. That's my opinion. I don't believe that you can be apolitical, especially in the world we live in the climate we live in, and then act like that's kind of totally fine, because to be apolitical is to be complicit. So I'm not that. I just want people to know that I'm not apolitical at all. I very much fall on the side of empathy and love. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, which means when people leave a conversation or an interaction with me, I want them to feel like she loves Jesus and she loves like Jesus, which essentially means I am pro human dignity, humans being treated with empathy, kindness, fairness. I believe healthcare is a human right. I believe water is a human right. I believe that we all should be working to better the climate for the well-being of people and the environment. The environment is just as important as we are as people. I believe that we should be putting people over profit in every single scenario. You can't be illegal on stolen land. I believe that one of our biggest flaws as a nation and as a society is colonialism and the impact it has had on our institutions, and how our institutions, even up to now, systemically oppress minorities and lower classes. I think we need to work on that. I believe what's happening in America is just abhorrent, full stop. I believe that trans children and queer children deserve safe spaces, deserve to be safe. I believe the world should be a safe space for them. And I believe in mental health being a very, very high priority on people's list of things that we should consider. Essentially, I am very, 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 very left leaning, if you didn't know. I feel like there were a lot of ways to say that, but I wanted to lead with the fact that I believe in empathy and human beings, and that people should be safe and protected at all times, regardless of who they are, who they love, where they're from. That's just that's my baseline, you know? That's my baseline, but I'm not apolitical in any sense. I'm very, very left leaning. So that is my little to do. I realize I've never addressed that on the channel, and I know people don't like to get political on YouTube all the time, but we live in a world where we can't. And I feel like I couldn't express to you guys why I'm so happy today without explaining why I'm so happy that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor is off to jail. So that's a detour. That's a little bit of insight into my life. I feel like I want to be honest and yappy with you guys, but I can't avoid the big topics sometimes. So I'll try and keep this channel as friendly and happy as we can, because I know I'm personally someone that feels like sometimes when I read the news, it doesn't make me feel happy at all. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. In fact, I've woken up pretty nauseous most days after reading the news. So I'm trying to avoid it, and I'm trying to ensure that I keep this channel as a place for you guys where you don't have to stress or worry about that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it doesn't make me a completely unaware individual. I'm not entirely unaware of the state of the world, and I'm very much playing my part in it as I can outside of this channel to make it a better world for us currently and our children and the children that their children leave behind and all of that. And essentially just being a good person is my main motive in life. I aim to be kind, good, and sweet. And that's what I'm hoping I do, and that's the legacy I hope to leave. So that's kind of the little chat we've had. For now, it's time to do my hair, and then I think we should go off to town and go and get some fresh air, have a little walk, and chillax. My rosary beads are here. My parcel has arrived. I'm going to open it now, and then we can look at them on camera together. Give me 1 sec to clip this on. Okay, we have the parcel, so I'm just going to open it. Tiny, tiny box. Oh, the pouch is so cute. It's like a little pink velvet pouch. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, they're a prettier colour than I thought they'd be. I thought they were going to be like quite a dark pink. But oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, they're gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Oh, I really like them. We've obviously got the crucifix. We've got the little beads to stop and do things like the Glory Be. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so stunning. Look at that. And then it's got a little pouch so I can bring it with me places. Because I normally wear this rosary on my wrist. This is the normal one I wear on my wrist. It's a bracelet. And it's from Lourdes, actually, so it's very important to me. It's very special. My mum has a blue matching one. My aunt got them for us when she went to Lourdes last. She does Lourdes every couple of years at least. She used to go with my granny, who was a very devout Catholic. They went to Lourdes together, and it was, a big trip for the parish, and they loved it. I still have Lourdes on my bucket list. It is somewhere. It's not even on my bucket list. I just want to do pilgrimage to Lourdes at some point. I'd ideally like to do it in a volunteering capacity. So yeah, a little tidbit about me. I really want to go to Lourdes. I've been to a pilgrimage location in the UK before. I went with my school because I went to an all-girls Catholic, so of course we did. And I loved it, and I would like to go back. They had this gorgeous Stations of the Cross garden, and it was beautiful. And then we did a little play, and I was Mary. Because when have I not been Mary? I've been Mary a couple times in my life in plays and productions, which maybe is why I feel such a strong love for Mother Mary. That, and obviously my Irish heritage, Mary is a very incredibly important figure in Ireland. I'm not entirely sure why. We have grottos dedicated to her. And yeah, I love Mary. I think, who wouldn't? That's my mother, that's my mum. So yeah, I love Mary. I think she's an amazing religious figure, and praying the rosary is a very important thing for me to feel close to her. So I've always had these ones, and I pray on these, but this is only 10 beads, so it's 1 decade. This is obviously all of the decades, so you can do a full set of the rosary, which I'm so excited for. It's just, it's so pretty, and it's so dainty and very feminine and girly, which is nice. I wonder, I still have my very, very, very first set of rosary beads somewhere from when I used to do Rosary Club at school, if that tells you anything about what kind of goody two-shoes I was. I was on the Eco Club, I was a chapel rep, I was part of Rosary Club, I was a peer mentor, I was vice captain of my form at one point. That was a very brief stint. I was a textiles prefect, I was a regular prefect, I was a lot of things. And yeah, so random little tidbit insight into what my life was like as a youth. I was part of a lot of clubs and initiatives and things like that. And at one point, I was going to go to Lourdes, but it was £6,000. My brother might be going to DC on a trip, and it wasn't even £6,000, and I would have been volunteering at Lord's, which I don't know whether maths was mathsing on that calculation by our teachers, but I obviously, needless to say, didn't go. But one day I will make it to Lord's, and it will be very important to me, and it will be a very special day. Ignore how I look, guys. I am very stressed because my lecturer just emailed me to tell me I've been using the wrong data file this whole time. No one's fault. It was a typo in the very original one he sent, so he sent an incorrect one. But that is a crash out for another vlog. For now, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys again soon.